I am SHAFIRA RAHADATUL'AISY from INSAN CENDEKIA boarding school SUKOHARJO. Today, I would like to tell you a story about a young man, born from North Africa, who was only 19 years of age, but he did something magnificent. He would bring Islam to Europe. His name was Tariq bin Ziyad. Tariq bin Ziyad, the owner of one eye and also the conqueror of Andalusia. He's known in Spain as Tariq el-Tuerto, a former slave of Musa bin Usaid, who was eventually pardoned as a warlord. According to some people, there are those who say that Tariq bin Ziyad came from Persian nation, but there are also those who argue that Tariq bin Ziyad comes from the Vandals and also the Berbers or North Africa. But that's not the main topic I'm going to talk about now, but I will discuss how phenomenal Tariq bin Ziyad brought Islamic troops across the Strait of Gibraltar to mainland Europe to conquer Andalusia, which is now called Spain. Before the Muslims conquered Andalusia, the mainland of Siberia was ruled by a cruel king, who was very hated by his people. The king was named King Roderick. There is a story that tells Roderick had raped and impregnated the daughter of the ruler of Chatham, Princess Florinda. Roderick also inflicted many unreasonably cruel punishments on his subjects. Because of that, the Andalusian people could not stand to live under the auspices of an honest leader. Many Andalusian people migrated to North Africa, which at that time led by Caliph Musa bin Usaid. Your Majesty, please help us. Let us free from the Roderick's cruelty. The Andalusian people asked for help and pleaded for Roderick to be liquidated so they can be freed from his cruelty. After hearing the request, Musa bin Usaid sent Tariq with 7,000 troops to cross the sea at night with children and sheep. The sea that is crossed is called the Strait of Gibraltar, which is taken from Tariq's own name. After reaching the other side, Tariq set foot on Jabal al-Fat, that is now called Jabal Tariq. Then Tariq set fire to the ship used to cross the ocean. His troops were confused, and Tariq gave a speech. This is phenomenal speech that has made Tariq bin Ziyad remembered throughout Islamic history. You will soon meet a formidable foe, encircling you from all directions like the waves of turbulent ocean. So, remove all fear from your heart. Believe me, victory will be ours. Whether you will come back by swimming and then die easily without getting anything, or you will go forward and live by winning or die as martyrs on the battlefield. Be sure victory is in our hands. Tariq then murdered the spirit of 7,000 troops. Even his spirit was more fiery than the ship he burned. Right then, Roderick also heard the news of the arrival of Tariq and his troops in Andalusia. So he gathered an army of 100,000 people with complete war equipment. After a long journey, finally the two armies met on the bank of Cape Delati River. Therefore, the war was called Delati War. After they fight, finally the Muslim army won the war with Roderick's army. Then Roderick was killed directly by Tory's own hand. After that, Andalusian people were freed from Roderick's restraints, and the Muslim troops succeeded in controlling Andalusia. The moral value that can be learned in this story is not to run away from the problems of life. أيها الناس وأين المفر البار من ورائكم والعدو أمامكم وليس لكم والله إلى عائدكم وآخر. Oh troops, where will you run? The sea is behind you, and the enemy is in front of you. You have no choice but to be honest and patient. By Allah, salvation appears. Vanish all fears from your heart. This message illustrates that how life is not always in line with what we want, nor is it under the control of our desires. Sometimes we also forget there is a Creator, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who regulates everything that's happened in this life. Thank you for listening and watching, everyone. I'm sorry if I made many mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.